be said that I don't bring you the best and worst in cinema, and today, well, we're bringing you more of the worst. Okay, we're talking about Stripperland. Yes, basically, it's a parody of Zombieland, literally, down to the guys being named after states they're from. Idaho, the main character, who's kind of this geeky guy who has a book of rules. Well, it's a how-to book that used to be made how to pick up strippers. In this case, it's how to survive Stripperland, basically, okay? And the story is this. There's an infection going on that's turning your average household lady into a pole-dancing, man-eating stripper. And I'm man-eating, I do mean literally man-eating, okay? So that's the infection. They have zombie tendencies, but they're not really zombies. They're just referred to as strippers, okay? So you've got your Idaho, who is your geeky guy with his rules. You've got Frisco, who's kind of the western gun-toting badass guy looking for some pastry. And then you've got them picking up two sisters along the way. They're in an SUV. Folks, my God, if this wasn't any more of a ripoff of Zombieland, I was waiting for Woody Harrelson to show up, okay? But it's a parody of a parody. Why would you do that? It makes me question why. Now, granted, you have lots of gore. There's all kinds of gore in this film. Extreme gore. Gore whores, you may like this film. Also, there's TNA. After all, you're talking about zombies, strippers, walking around, chewing up people, and basically, the occupation leads to you believing there'll be at least some nudity in it. And the cameos are kind of refreshing as well. Look for Lloyd Kaufman. Gee, a B movie with Lloyd Kaufman in it? No. Oh, really? That's a surprise. Anyway, he's in there. He's giving an okay performance, better than what we've seen in usually. You got Lena Quigley in there, who's been a staple in horror films for years, playing Grambo. Look for Boyd Banks being the crazy scientist in there. Nice to see him on screen. He's been in a lot of horror movies. And mostly the best part, I think, of this film was Daniel Baldwin as Double D, the famous rapper who keeps the strippers, not zombies, strippers, entranced from his music, because after all, we know how they love hip-hop music. It's such a ripoff of Zombieland. It made me sit there going, yes, it might have all these elements in it, but if I really want to see a movie like this, I'll pop in Zombieland because it was done a lot better. Well, the inside jokes and the tongue-in-cheek and them recognizing that they're making a parody of a parody may be amusing, and the gore there is really decent, okay? On the whole, it doesn't really save this film from only being a 2-stubber. That's right, I give it 2 stubs, folks. Really, if you're looking for something a little different, maybe a little ha-ha, or the gore, you're interested in that, you may want to watch it. Or for Double D, Daniel Baldwin rapping, you can get by it there, and it is not terrible that you can't watch it, but you just be asking yourself why when you got Zombieland sitting on your shelf, and you can watch that because that's a heck of a lot better film. And that'll about do it for us here at The Final Cut. Till next time, keep that jiggy stuff.